It's a privilege to have you in studio, sir. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Sherwin?
I'm doing all right. You know, trying to keep it together with all the stuff that's going on in our city. In the business that you are in and have been in for a very long time, and people that I know that work in your business, they all look to you because you have done this so well. Dare I say, you might be the perfect liquor serving establishment owner. When you see these different trends happening in our city, because you've seen all of it, you've seen fights and you've seen worse than that. Does it make you panic at all, Craig? Because, you know, some summers the streets are a little bit more volatile than other summers, and they come to you and they want to have some drinks and things could get a little bit out of hand. Like, how do you deal with it, and does that ever keep you up at night?
That's the same question my wife asked me. It's, let me just tell you a little bit about me. My mom and dad met at his bar, and obviously, you know what they did to get me here. So if you cut me, I'm gonna bleed Hennessy, and I don't even drink it. So it's in me. This is what I do. It just came naturally. Then I'm a product of MPS, so I'm very cultured in what's going on in our community. So a lot of these issues that happen in and around the bars around Milwaukee, I'm able to navigate it and advise other bar owners because I've seen a lot of different things go on, when people are drinking. And, I've been doing this, Sherwin. This is my 25th year. I opened up the Matrix in June of 2000. And
that was a legendary establishment.
Yeah, I mean, it was big. It was 30,000 square feet. And we average about 3,000 people every Saturday. So I've seen it. I've seen a lot. I had Matrix, Club Escape, 414, Kiss, Mr. B's, The Click. I had a club in Arizona. So I've seen a lot of things, and I guess it conditioned me to deal with a lot of different scenarios. Overall, it's been okay. Don't get me wrong. It's not Beirut owning a club, but you just have to know how to deal with the different walks of life when they're drinking.
With the years of experience that you have as an operator and just the evolution of the nightclub scene, because it's a lot different. Like what used to happen and how people would enjoy themselves at the Matrix is a lot different than how they may enjoy themselves at Mr. B's. Not to mention, like, you're serving the kids, in some cases the grandkids, right, of people that went to your clubs, that went to the Matrix. Now their grandchildren are hanging out at Mr. B's. How did Mr. B's be the evolution of all the stuff that you have learned about the business, and how does Mr. B's execute all the experience you have in the business?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because now I'm starting to run into this other generation, this third generation, because if I opened up my first club in 2000, if your parents met there, you're probably old enough to be at my clubs now.
Absolutely.
Which would be Legends or Mr. B's. So every now and then I run into these young adults that say, hey, man, you know my parents, you know my grandparents. And then they pull out the picture, and it's crazy how I remember these people, and every now and then I run into the parents, and some of them say I owe them child support because they met their baby mom at my club. So it's crazy. It's generation. I see a lot. So Mr. B's was something we did July of 3 years ago, so July of 2022. And we made it 30 and up we initially started at 30 and up for everybody, but of course, people started challenging me with legal threats and all of that because of their age.
So 30 was too old, so younger than 30 got mad at you because they couldn't come in.
Yes.
But there's a reason for that, though, too.
Listen, man, the young people, they think different than us, Sherwin. So we call ourselves having some 30 and up, grown and sexy, and it started off great. I mean, it was received well, still received well. So what we do, we lowered it to 25 by our choice, meaning we still pick and choose who we let in that's under 30.
Did you notice a difference by going down that 5 years, going from 30 to 25?
Well, it's not like we had any problems. It was just that we had to be more open-minded because not everybody under 30 is bad. Not everybody over 25 is good. So my security pride themselves in filtering out the idiots. Every now and then, yes, you're going to have an argument. That just come with the business. It's just a law of averages. But overall, we've been problem-free, for the last 3 years, and we pride ourselves in that.
And I want to give you credit where credit is due because I have been to Mr. B's more times than I can count, and I have never witnessed any kind of a volatile situation. And I want to give you your flowers because you operate an establishment that, quite honestly, has less drama than Summerfest, but that's neither here nor there. So when you first took me through Mr. B's, you just acquired it. And I'm trying to figure out your vision because it was a Chinese restaurant. There was water on the floor. Like, oh, Sherwin, over here, we're going to have this. And then on this side, we're going to have this. And we're going to have live music. And then lo and behold, it all came together. So to be in this business, and also thank you for hosting our Beyond the Mic this year and my greatest Beyond the Mic last year. We appreciate that. You got to have a lot of vision because you have to see entertainment in blank spaces where other people can't see it. So as part of what you do as an operator, being a visionary?
Yeah, vision, I do consult for a lot of other clubs across the country where, I've helped people bring their vision, to actual tangible operations. And I'm affordable, so I don't really tax them because I do it more I do it because I have a passion about it. And I have tons of friends in the business, and I call around for guidance too, and because there's other people that's been doing it longer than me or better than me in other parts of the country. So my phone don't stop ringing from other bar owners that want advice and guiding them through these different remodels or challenges they're having. I mean, it's bars on Water Street right now that are really going through it with the young people. Then. It's tough, when you got, a couple dozen cops on horseback and portable jails and you still cannot stop some of the stuff that's going on. Makes you wonder, what's the solution? And then I've been asked, hey, why don't you come put a club downtown? The North Side.
Yeah, Craig.
Hey, man, the North Side been good to me.
Fair enough.
I'm just being honest. I mean, I can come downtown. I could, but again, it's going to be on my terms when I do it. I don't know if the city's going to be ready for it because I'm the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to nightclubs. I'm the Walmart in their mind. That's what I've been told. That when I do it on such a large scale that it does intimidate some of the politicians. It does because they think that when I open up clubs, it's going to bring down hundreds and hundreds of people to whatever that building is or that property is, and it's probably some truth to that, but. Again, the North Side has been great to me. I mean, shout out to the North Side Aldermen. They've been really having my back over the years because they know I'm a good operator, and I don't. I'm totally transparent. They want to see my cameras. They want to see my ID scanner. I mean, I give them all of that, and some of the troublemakers know, hey, I'm the first to testify if you do something crazy in my parking lot, in my building. I'm going to give up the cameras. This is my livelihood, and my security understand that everyone that comes through your facility. Their life is in your hands. So, and all it takes is one idiot for something bad to happen. We see that all the time when we watch the news.
If people have never been to Mr. B's before, and there's always first-timers, and a lot of the impetus of why I do Beyond the Mic is I want to give folks that want to do stuff, they don't know where to go, they may not want to go downtown, they want to try different places. How would you describe Mr. B's to someone who has never been there before?
It's basically it's 11,000 square foot space now. I mean, to put it in context, it's big enough.
Huge.
Yeah,
pretty much half the size of the studio we have here. We got 2 floors, so yeah.
Well, we've done everything from host. We just had the Blues Festival this past 2 weekends in our parking lot under the tent. We had about 10,000 people in and out over the weekends, and it was great turnout. We've on the inside, we've hosted the Black Excellence Awards. Shout out Victor Barnett, Running Rebels. They do it every year with us, and we can seat about 400 people. We can seat. We've done a slew of live bands and live entertainment and repasses, and just we've done. We're very flexible and very versatile in what we can do there. We used to do live bands every Friday, and I mean that was. Very successful. But again, we toned it down because, again, our own legends. So I could only be one place at one time. So
you got to tell people about the food. I remember one night I came in, you asked me if I was hungry. I said, no, Craig, I am not hungry. I'm fine. till you brought out the damn chicken wings, and I had to eat.
Sherwin had bones flying everywhere.
Well, hold on, though. This is the thing. Craig, you make a nice wing out there, Mr. B's. You got the sauced wings and the not sauced wing. You got to tell people about your food. You're real modest. You're a food guy. You always have delicious menu items, so don't understate how good the food is that people will be able to experience this Friday at Beyond the Mic and Mr. B's from 5 until 7 p.m. Talk about your love of food and wanting to offer that. Pretty much, you serve food all night, right?
Yes. I take the customer approach when I design my menu. I always put myself in the seat of the customer. When I'm designing a menu, okay, I want my fries hot. I want them seasoned. I want my catfish cooked right. I don't want my wings undercooked. I want them cooked perfect. I want a selection of sauces. I want them clean. I want to see clean environment, clean bathrooms. It's just I've always put myself in the eyes of the customers when I'm designing something. And it's worked out. I mean, our catfish is, I put it up against anybody's because it's actual catfish for one. And it's a homemade recipe that we use. And I've been spied on by other restaurateurs trying to get my recipes, and it's been protected, and it's worked out well. But I tell you what, Sherwin, when you book our events, when you book our place for an event like a repast or wedding reception, I cook it personally myself most of the time, and it's been a home run. I'm not bragging; it's just facts.
No, when they taste the food, they'll know. You also pride yourself on being a place for the community. I remember when you had probably, I think there was 8 or 9 people that were running in an aldermanic primary for the 9th aldermanic district. And I moderated that candidate forum, which for those of you listening, if there are 9 people running for a political office, you don't want to moderate that because it is literally like herding cats. But
You did a great job.
I tried, Craig. Odell Ball wanted to fight me, because he kept standing up. I'm the moderator. And then his wife came in, the sheriff, and I was like, oh, no, she's going to arrest me. But no, it was I'm glad that I did it because I got to see the different perspectives of the candidates, but also there was a crowd there, and those were interested and informed citizens and voters, and you open your place up to the community as needed. I'm very, very glad that you did that because a lot of operators like yourself would not want politicians or candidates in their establishment, but you made Mr. B's available for that. So you're not just a restaurant, a bar, a nightclub. You also are a community space as well.
Oh yeah, I pride myself in giving back. I mean, without the community, it wouldn't be any businesses. So we've done tons of repasses for people that couldn't afford it. We've donated to tons of nonprofit organizations. We don't do it for the tax write-off. We do it because it's the right thing to do for your own community. Again, I'm a product of NPS. Shout out Custer High School. We call it Obama High now. Sherman, I tell people this. They could have named any school in this city after our first black president, but they chose mine. So, people want to talk about NPS and their issues, and they have them, but I'm a product of it, and I pride myself in that.
Well, you're one of NPS best. It's a few others too, but you got to rank up there with the best.
I appreciate it, Sherwin.
And we appreciate you, and thank you for hosting our Beyond the Mic, and appreciate you a lot. Love going to Mr. B's. I feel like I'm home every time I'm there. And Craig is the only person that can make me eat chicken wings when I'm not hungry because they're just that good. So
yeah, I really twisted your arm.
You did, man. I was full when I got there.
Yeah, you got I think you got, what is it, spicy garlic parmesan? What did you get? Hot honey? What did you get?
Both, I think.
Yeah.
You brought an assortment out.
Yeah, I did. I remember that now. And you weren't hungry, huh? Sure.
Always good to see you, my man, and we'll see you on Friday.
Oh,
yes.
August 16th, I'm having my 25-year anniversary of being in the business. Promotions coming out soon. I'll let you know. It's going to be big.
I know it's going to be big.
It's going to be some celebrities come. People that was part of my journey along the way will be playing a part in it.
All right. Hopefully I'll meet my future ex-wife there, too. It's a lot of ex-wives in making at Mr. B's. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, too. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. We'll be right back.